bus ride out to Byeokje. I kept staring through the window with my assignment papers in my hand. I thought, so this is my life now. The smell of the barracks for the first time, the weight of brand new combat boots, looking at strangers I'd soon call brothers. That was how the battle began. I couldn't say I was afraid. I swallowed every word of pain in front of my comrades. I kept walking, step by step. In this unfamiliar field, my name was written in sweat. Even if no one remembers I was here. 30 winters have passed, but I still remember that smell of dirt where the national anthem echoed. I stood there in silence. I can't even remember all the names of the training grounds we crossed. From the mountains of Gangwon due to some forgotten field in Changwon. We fell together and stood again, carrying sweat and pain as one. Without speaking a single word, those comrades became my brothers. Even when the cold froze our hands and feet, we leaned against each other through the night. That alone was enough for me. Where are you all now? I want to see those faces again. That final handshake before we parted, I never knew it was the last time. I can't even remember all the names of the training grounds we crossed. From the mountains of Gangwon due to some forgotten field in Changwon. 30 winters have passed, but I still remember that smell of dirt where the national anthem echoed. I stood there in silence, alone at the base before a holiday. I looked toward the sky above my home, wanting to hear my children's voices. I dialed the number, then hung up. Every transfer order I received, my wife quietly packed our lives again. I only looked at her in silence. I'm sorry, thank you, I couldn't say it. The father who missed every sports day, one empty seat at the school ceremony. My children filled that emptiness with smiles. How full my life truly was. That was the heaviest burden that hurt the most. The first morning in Byeokje, the smell of dirt from unknown training grounds, a comrade's back under the rain, my wife's silent eyes, empty seats for my children, the stillness before discharge. 30 years drifting slowly through my fingertips. At Nameless training grounds, my name was written in way, even if no one remembers I was here. 30 winters have passed, but I still remember that smell of dirt where the national anthem echoed. I stood there in silence. The years my family endured, the years my comrades stood beside me, unspoken devotion piled up quietly, and this country kept standing. That is enough. I'm proud of that. In those nameless places, the days still shine like stars. Starting from Byeokje, I carry pride in those 30 years since Joan Day. You worked hard. Thank you. Truly.